Alright, alright, alright. It is here.
Party people!
Where Forza...
It's life.
Okay. Maybe not life. Might be a little overselling it there. But it is a fun game. And one that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. Since I first heard it was going to be released. And by the way, this is a voiceover I'm doing right now. For whatever reason, I'm having some issues getting the recording to work in FH5. The mic is extremely quiet, and the game sounds like overbearingly loud. I need to figure out what's going on there. But anyway, I recorded this earlier, and I'm just doing some voiceover right now. I imagine most of you, or at least a lot of you, have already seen this, this initial drive before. I mean, I think they released it, I don't know, a month ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. But for those of you that have not, then this is it. You get dumped onto a big old volcano, the one that's next to Mexico City in real life, and then you're in a Ford Bronco here. Woohoo! And for those of you that followed me in FH4, you know that I did pretty much exclusively how-to videos, only on those PR stunts, which is pretty limited. In fact, towards the end there, it's like, wow, this is all I'm doing. So I hope to do a little bit more here on FH5, some playthrough videos. For example, this one's called Playthrough, Episode 1. I don't know how many, or how much of the game I'll actually record playing through it. I mean, I am a real dad in real life, with a career job kind of thing. I don't just sit around and play video games all day, unfortunately. It would be pretty sweet though, I mean, let's face it. We just wrapped up the Bronco there, by the way. And next car up is the Corvette C8, which I don't think throwing cars out of planes, even with the big old parachute, is wise. And the Army does that, not supercars, but tanks. And here we go on the Corvette. Boom, boom. Wonder how much Ford plunked down, and Chevy plunked down to have their cars being featured in the intro to Forza. I mean, it's a huge game worldwide. So, they ponied up some cash for this advertisement here. Ford probably did it, and then Chevy's like, damn, we need to get in there too. We can't just have a Bronco up there, so you need your Bronco, and then you get your Corvette. This map is huge. I heard it's 1.5 times the size of FH4, so quite a bit bigger and more varied in climate and whatnot. Well, got a big sandstorm coming up right there. No sandstorms in the UK in FH4, so it's pretty darn cool. Here we go. You would not do that in real life either. But again, this is a game, so you're not going to destroy your engine driving through a sandstorm. And that wraps up the C8. And next up, we're going to have the Porsche 911 Desert Flyer. Actually has a name. I should mention, actually, when I first launched the game, I got a big old error message that said my video card sucked, basically. Not those exact words, but that's what it implied. I thought I'd have to go out and buy a new one, but there was a little ignore this error, so I clicked that, and lo and behold, everything seemed to work. So if you launch the game, you get that same error message, just ignore it, and hopefully, you'll be good to go. And for those of you that did follow me through FH4, very much appreciated. I'm small, super small potatoes, 1,500 subs. That's really nothing. But again, I appreciate every single one of those subs. It's pretty cool. When I hit 1,000, it took me like over a year to get 1,000 subs, but when I did, that was pretty awesome. And I had a handful of you, congrats, send some congrats my way. I should learn to talk. So hopefully I can grow up the channel a little bit in FH5. There's a lot more opportunity than, PR how-to videos. So I hope you guys can keep on following me. Shoot, if you can hear that game sound, or you can listen to the game sound in the background there, it's really choppy. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I have to fix all that all up, though. That buggy dropping off the cliff there, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a giant gorilla. I was like, oh sweet, they have huge gorillas in the game. But then I realized it was a buggy, not a huge gorilla. Maybe I should think about putting gorillas in the game. That'd be pretty awesome. You can never go wrong with primates. And you know, for those of you that did not pre-order the premium edition, like I did here, you'll get to play it on the 9th, on Tuesday. I didn't realize that was a thing, playing it early if you ordered or pre-ordered the premium edition. So that's why I'm playing it now. And those of you that pre-ordered premium as well can obviously play it right now too. Otherwise, the rest of you are going to have to wait until Tuesday at midnight though. And there are the ruins. And more flamingos. Lots of flamingos. Lots of sheep in Forza 4. Lots of flamingos. Forza 5. And the last leg of this intro, and by the way, I think these Forza intros are just great. I think it's one of the better openings to really any game out there. They do a great job, getting excitement going for the game. And there you have it, the Mercedes AMG 1, which I think in the real world is coming out next year. I think it's a 2022, maybe a 2023, but I thought 2022 for the actual real car. And like the dude just said, this is Mexico. It is Mexico. And I think it's actually pretty cool. I know a lot of people wanted Japan. It's not like this will be the last Forza game. So, I'm sure Japan will come up, but I'm really stoked for Mexico. This will be awesome. Look at those extraordinary driving skills. I'm sure you're all envious. And that was sarcasm, by the way. I gotta go through all the settings and whatnot. I know I changed my settings, my regular driving settings. Like I think traction control is one huge thing I always turn off. It always screws me up. There's other settings I need to do. I need to get my video recording settings working so I can actually record more videos and not just do voiceovers. One thing I did do already though, because right after this you create your dude, or chick, whichever one you're creating. Then I did do the first couple minutes of gameplay, I guess. You pick the car, and then you drive off to the first little destination. And I'll show that. I did record those little pieces too. Oh, the plane's showing up, which means they're at the end. Last straightaway, look at me blown by these cars. It's like they're going backwards. Flying by everybody. Catch the last car at the very end there. Alright, cool. So that is the intro. And I will cut over to those couple snippets that I recorded earlier. Just the first couple minutes of the game, just so you can see how it starts. Alright, let's go to there. And one of the first things, or the first thing you do after you create your character, is you pick a car, just like in FH4. The difference I've heard is you're not stuck with the car. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not entirely positive. You get to choose between the Chevy Corvette C8, the Ford Bronco, and the BMW, oh, did I say BMW? Toyota Supra. And I think most people will probably pick either the Corvette there, or the Supra. It is a cool car. But I went with the Ford Bronco. Why? I don't know. Just what I picked. And lastly here is the first, it's not really a mission, but I guess that's a drive, I don't know. You're going from somewhere to somewhere. I know that was extremely helpful. Don't know the map, so that's why it's somewhere to somewhere. And the beautiful thing about Forza, you don't really need to follow roads. You don't even need roads.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
And especially since I picked Ford Bronco here, I went off-road. Look at those cactuses, or cacti. Hey, should learn English before I attempt to host a YouTube channel. I am definitely... This is the first time I drove on this, so yeah, I definitely do not know where I'm going. I just saw the little marker off into the distance, and this big jump came up, which is kind of cool. And the very first drive here is very basic, and I literally quit the game after this to make this video. And just like in Forza, classic Forza, just roll your way into the finish. Alright, see you guys later.
Right now! Slaughter the subscribe button, castrate the like button, or don't, and be a weakling.